Oh, it didn't start? Oh, it started. There we go. We're live. Kind of a mess right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Mess. Mess. What's up? How you guys doing? I feel like there's something always weird with my windows. Weird. Hola. Chase therapy. There was a chase earlier today, and we missed it, or I missed it, but we didn't miss anything because apparently this thing had they lost it. It was like a 10-minute chase or some shit. I don't know what to do with my hair. My hair is like this like block of crap on my head. It's just kind of being resistant right now. I can't, even the boar bristle. I don't know what's the point of this boar bristle shit, right? Isn't it supposed to be like elegant, like to be able to manipulate hair and shit? What type of therapy? I don't know. You tell me. That's what was going to be like the topic of this, kind of a little bit. I'm just chilling. I want to come say hi. I had like a really good day, and I was going to ask, see what you guys say in the chat. What do you do for self-care, therapy, feel good? I watch you, Kid Mel. That's what it feels like. Like this block in my head is just resistant now. It's like I can't do shit with it. It's annoying me. I like it, and then it starts to annoy me, and then I cut it. Oh, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something too. X put me onto this. For the first, well, kind of, not really. You know, with tea, you're supposed to like steep this shit. Like you're supposed to like put it in. I don't know. I usually just put the bags in there, and I let it sit for like a minute or two, and I drink the shit. But you're supposed to like cover and steep it for 5 to 10 minutes. Then you're supposed to remove the bags. Always leave the bags in there and squeeze it to make sure you get the full potential out of it. You know, I don't know. After Letitia, we all need therapy. Yeah, I know, bro. I've taken off like a while. Erica says, take long baths. What's your favorite drink? All right, but what do you put in the bath? There's this Dr. Teal's lavender thing that's really good. Like you can't afford therapy. I haven't did therapy in a long time. I've seen therapists. Don't oversteep. What happens if you oversteep? Am I poisoning myself? Am I getting a too concentrated tea? Like is a tea too concentrated? Is it bitter? Yada yada says you've honestly got me through some really, really tough times this last few months. Thank you. I had somebody there's this guy that sent me a tweet, a DM one time. It was really nice. I don't know if he was like in Israel somewhere or some other country. He was just telling me like he's been going through like some really, really tough shit. He's like appreciates the content. Mr. Bubble. What's Mr. Bubble? Alcohol. The last Ronin says, not Robin. Ronin. Alcohol. I really want to do yoga again. I've only done it like twice. It was so freaking good because like I'm an overthinker, and that Alex Murdoch will have some suggestions. That's the only thing that kind of like chilled me out, like got me in like in the moment type of shit. Blue Ivy. Yo, I like a bath. I like a nice bath. 4 or 5 minutes for black tea, less green and herbal. Let me tell you today, well, this evening actually, I went to like work out, and I had like this really intense cardio for like 20 minutes. The elliptical. I think it was like the elliptical, and it was really freaking good. And I had a lot of energy. And then I did some weights for a little bit. And then I saw these people out by the pool. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to take Maddie to the pool. So I took her to the pool. And there was this other little girl there. And so they started playing. And then I got into the water, and then the girls started like saying, "Oh, let's play tag." And so like we had a freaking blast with this random kid that I don't even know, and her mother was watching us on the side. A couple of Quaaludes. I've always wanted to try that, man. I don't. They don't make it anymore, right? In the U.S. anyway. I always wanted to try a Quaalude, man. It's like classic. Give her another Quaalude, she'll be fine. We had a blast out there, man. I was like, what is going on? We were playing tag and swimming and probably out there for like a good hour or so or more, probably. Damn, ketamine infusions. Ketamine is, I heard, is really interesting. You take it for depression, Karen? A couple of Quaaludes, you'll love me in the morning. Katrina, what's up? Katrina, you said me too? Me too to what? Quaaludes or elliptical or what? You detox to Mel, you detox to abuse. Well, I try to detox on alcohol, but it's kind of hard sometimes. My birthday's next week. Birthday's coming up. And somebody said earlier too, what's the next case? I don't know. Oh, Darla said, have you thought about cold plunges? I've taken cold showers, but I think the cold plunge that you're talking about, I've heard that like you can go places where they'll have like the whole bucket, or I don't know if it's a bucket or something. I've always wanted to try Quaaludes. It sounds like fun. But they have like a whole bucket of like ice, and you just sit in that thing. I've always wanted to try that. Kelly says my therapist suggested ketamine infusions too. I know somebody that recently told me she takes microdosing ketamine for depression. Well, I heard microdosing shrooms too could help that. Don said back in the day, I love Quaalude a little too much. Kitty, thank you for the 5 gift memberships. Thank you. Amazing. Your birthday's Thursday? Oh shit, happy birthday if I don't see you. Crowd therapy. They say that those cold plunges are really good for guys too. Ludes and malt liquor. You have a B-Day next Tuesday? My birthday is next Tuesday also. My purple dot. My birthday's on the 23rd. A girl says saunas. I've heard saunas help with depression. I haven't done it in a while. Maybe I should go tomorrow. I have done. It's not a sauna. Oh, infrared sauna. So I've never done a regular sauna. I'm kind of curious for somebody that's done both the infrared and the regular sauna. Like, what's better? The infrared's kind of dope because it's like dry. It's cheap too. If you guys have never tried it, I think you should like Google it, right? And look for an area, like a place around you. Just treat yourself one day. It's kind of dope. You go, I think I did like 30 minutes. You wear, I don't know, you might want to go in your boxers. At first I did shorts, but like you get so hot and you sweat so much. And the one I went to, you're solo. So I just, or unless you want to bring somebody, you could bring them in there with you too. But I just went to, I just go in boxers. And it's like really intense. You can put like music, at least like you can control the lights too and stuff. The infrared shit is dope. And you feel like really, I felt really good after. Ice bath will give you shrinkage. Sinner says ice dunks will change your life. But the ice dunk thing is like, how often do you have to do that, right? Like you have to be probably consistent. You probably can't do it like one time and get benefits, right? Or can you? I only used saunas to cut weight in high school. Not a fan. But that's the difference. Like the sauna is very humid, while the infrared is like a more dry. Mel, get your nails done. The only thing I had done, I had that thing on my hands before, but then when I got a pedi recently and I told her to remove this gel crap that they had on my hand. That shit's annoying. Hash Brown sent it to the internet. It says it helps focus on others. It helps to focus on others and give help to those in need. It'll make you feel good and distract from your own problems. I mean, the only thing with that is that that's great, but if you're constantly helping others and not taking care of yourself, I could get stuck in that forever. You could get stuck in that and have nothing for yourself. You get stuck in that and be broke. It helps to focus on others and give help to those in need. I don't know what you're saying, though. Yeah, that's true. The problem with that is there's people that will take advantage. That's what I've run into in my life. You know, people will take advantage of that shit. You know? Somebody said, what happened to the music? I don't do the music stuff here on YouTube anymore because I just don't think it's like worth it. I could probably do it on Twitch. There's something I want to watch on Twitch tonight, maybe. Maybe after. There's this long crime video that Flossie had sent me. Yeah, I don't know what it was about today. Don't do the bling. What do you mean? Healthy boundaries is key. That's something that I really need to work on. Yeah. Establishing boundaries. Yeah. Pet therapy, good point if you can't get a pet. What do you like to do alone? It really depends. I like to work out when I can. I like getting petties. I like it for the foot massage. It's been a while since I've gotten an actual massage. I like doing cardio too. Station has it good for music on interacts, but no video. No. Ronan said, have you ever tried isolation tanks? Didn't Joe Rogan talk about that? Let me look it up. That shit isn't it kind of freaky? Looks a little freaky. I don't know. Let me see. Isolation tank. Ooh. That's kind of interesting. So let me show this. I seen one time, I think Joe Rogan said he has one of these tanks. Yeah, I struggle with that shit so bad, man. I've honestly thought about seeing a therapist about the whole establishing boundaries because I'm always thinking about the other person and I want to hurt their feelings and shit. So I'll do that to my own detriment. Really bad. Bro, wow. I want to go do this. How long do you stay in this thing? Sensory deprivation tanks. I feel like I'd trip out in this shit. I wonder if claustrophobic people can do it. That's what Tiffany just said. Too. If you're claustrophobic, it's no good. So, something about it. I feel like I trip out doing this thing. Hey, Bronze Barbie, how you doing? Isolation is amazing. Oh, Katrina, your husband liked it. You did it for an hour, never again. You got to tell me. I want to know what happened. Isolation tank. Boundaries by McLeod and Townsend. I'll look that up. Ketamine changed your life. Selena says ketamine changed my life. Highly recommended. But the only way to get that, I guess, is prescription, right? I mean, unless you find a street source, but then you're like running the risk of it not being. How do you even get your doctor to give you ketamine? You know, it's kind of tough, right? I've heard good things about it, though. Katrina says, yes, boundaries are super important. Also, time alone. I love having my time alone. I mean, even when the baby's in school and stuff, and I have a couple hours to myself, I enjoy like peace and quiet in the house, you know, not a bunch of craziness, just a quiet solitude for a while. Rebecca, what's up? Looks like need sources. I'm a little curious. Like, yeah, where do you get that shit? Am I depressed? No, I feel pretty good. I don't think so. But like, I mean, I go through ups and downs. You know, I think a couple of days I was feeling kind of down. I think everybody goes through ups and downs, but like, I don't think. I mean, I don't take any medication for that. Ooh. Oh shit. I think I got a plug. Are you depressed? I think a lot of the times too though, like I mean I've talked about this many times. Um you know, sometimes people want to jump to giving you like antidepressants and stuff, but I'm like kind of big into like go get a full like your full blood work done. These primary doctors sometimes, you know, they're kind of shit. And when I say, I mean, I shouldn't say that, but what I mean is like they just don't take care of you, when, especially when you have certain types of insurance. So like, you know, whether it's your hormones or some sort of vitamin deficiency, I would always say like if you have some time, if you have money, a little bit of money, I think it's worth doing a full blood panel and seeing if you're deficient in something, and then seeing if you can supplement that versus, you know, or do both, whatever. Now, when you get a chance, look into the D. I was talking with somebody the other day about mental health, about some shit, and they were like, "Well, you got the book right there. You got the DSM-5." I'll also take ketamine, please. Put me down for 1 or 3 things. Debbie says, "I think you self-medicate, to be honest." Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's over here like peering into my life and shit. Well, yeah, my vitamin D is low. I'm taking this supplement that my doctor told me to take. It's been actually low. A lot of people are deficient in vitamin D, but yeah, I did blood work. I was low on vitamin B12, and I was low on like I was actually really low on vitamin B12, and then vitamin D too. I've been taking it every day. My vitamin D, like a good quality one. Max says we used to sniff K out of a bullet at raves in circa 1999. The other thing too, I saw. Let's see, I saw this. Hmm. This was from yesterday. It's kind of off topic from the therapy, but I will show this at one point. Um, from the story recovered yesterday, Lachelle Jordan. I think there's a see Tracy sent me this. There's a video that they spoke to. I think the store clerk or some shit. So we'll watch that at some point. You getting claustrophobic looking at the screen? Um, Jackie. Uh, wait, what did I say? Oh, listen, Linda says, can we do our own B12 shots in the U.S.? I don't know. I mean, I got a prescription from my doctor. I just injected myself. You can do it yourself. It's not complicated. I don't even know if you really need a prescription, but I got it from my doctor and they compound it. But there's like a lot of places too that you can just go walk in. I think that maybe it depends. I know in Florida there's a lot of places you can just go. They even have like infusions. You guys ever done IV therapy? Like you could just go get an IV. They even come to your house. And I have one lady that she's really nice. Her name is Danny. She's come here like I don't know, I think 2 times maybe. And you can get like you can get all kinds of stuff for different things. For hangovers or just for you want to hydrate yourself, for your skin, for weight loss. You can go to one of these places and they hook you up to an IV. And they'll give you B12 and like all this other stuff too. Your salon does IV therapy. It's Jill says I give myself B12 injections in my thigh every week. Um, yeah, it's a lot cheaper too if you just like get it prescribed or whatever. It's a lot cheaper than like going to pay for one of these IV people. It's gonna be a lot. I just like put it in my stomach. It's like a little bloop. It's a little shot. Bloop. And I just whenever I want, I just ask my doctor. And mine's like a combination. I don't take mine. It depends. I don't take mine all the time, but I keep it in the fridge. I've been in group therapy ordered by courts. I'd rather go outside in nature. I like actually going outside, and kind of like I like the woods, kind of like parks and stuff. I drink beer, but I'm not recommending it. No, it comes in a vial. Um, I don't know. I never tried it in my thigh. It's a insulin needle, so it's like you really don't even feel it. Almost, it's such a little like small, thin, like a little blip. Don't really feel anything really. Sometimes I don't feel nothing. Um, Janice says, "Who gives you IVs? Doctors, nurses?" I don't even think it needs to be a nurse. I think technically, like one of those phlebotomists or whatever. Um, I don't think it even has to be a nurse. Yeah, I don't know about nighttime in the woods. I might be kind of freaked out. Chris says I used to get therapy when I was in middle and high school by going to a psychologist. You ever been to KOA Safari? It's on the East Coast. No, I never heard of that. I had a bachelor party come to my UC for Ivy hangover. They all got dressed for a wedding upstairs in the office. That's dope. I had a friend that's like a fire, or he is a firefighter. Him and his buddies, they'd always, after like partying, they'd give themselves IVs. Erica, actually next week. Erica says, Mel, please make sure you get Maddie some swimming lessons. Yeah, Maddie has swimming lessons starting on the 20th, I think. Let me see. I think it's next week, Monday. And it's like a 2-week thing. Let's see. Yeah, she's long overdue. Because even today, the girl she was playing with, the girl was kind of like, she was a really good swimmer, but she was trying to bring Maddie to the deep end. And, let me see, calendar. Oh no, the 20th is Saturday. So it must be then the 22nd. The 22nd, okay. All right, so let me show this video here real quick. But yeah, I like to do a little exercise, a little workout if I can. Petties. Sometimes even just getting a haircut makes it feel good. Little simple shit. Even streaming, actually, sometimes. Even just coming out and streaming. Kismet says, allow yourself to be proud of yourself and all the progress you've made, especially the progress no one else can see. That's true. I'm always thinking about that. Like, especially here, like today, I was thinking about that. Like, just being super thankful, for what I have and where I'm at. Valerie, what's up? The B12 thing, yeah. I mean, I would get some. I mean, if you can, or next time you're at your doctor's, maybe get blood work. I mean, you don't have to. You could probably just get it anyway and see how you feel. You could just go to one of those IV places. Some of them are kind of expensive, though. It's a lot cheaper if you just get it prescribed and you just get the little vial, and it lasts a lot longer.
Dynatrace simple.
Oh no. Therapy sessions. Sleep is really important too. I'm horrible at that sometimes.
6 days after she disappeared, a Cleveland EMT is in the hospital tonight, back with her family after days of searching and worrying. Michelle Jordan walked into a convenience store on Cleveland's east side last night. She was barefoot, her clothes were torn, and she asked to use the phone. Now, we broke the news early today on Good Morning Cleveland.
And since then, our team here at News 5 has been really working to put the pieces all together about what happened to Lachelle. I'm DeLon Dillard here live at the Cleveland Police 5th District headquarters tonight. This is where investigators are also trying to put all of this together for you. News 5 investigator Sarah Buddison has been in touch with Lachelle's family from the very beginning. We're going to check in with her in just a couple of seconds. But first, let's talk about where and how Lachelle was found tonight. News 5's Jordan Vandenberg joins me live. He begins our team coverage this evening. Jordan, you have some surveillance video, and I know you also spoke with the worker at a convenience store where Lachelle was found. That's at East 166th and Euclid, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Here in Collinwood, Lachelle Jordan walked into the open pantry convenience store, didn't have any shoes on. Her shirt had been torn and tattered. She asked to use, and what she received in return was a dose of humanity and respect from a stranger. One shuffled step after another, Lachelle Jordan, with her shirt torn and tattered, limped into the open pantry. Only she knows where she came from. And startling, doesn't begin to describe it.
We are scared.
5 days after Lachelle Jordan went missing, the Cleveland EMT was still standing. An employee that didn't want their name used or face shown says her first call was to police.
When she get the phone, then she immediately called the police. And during that time, overall the phone, that time, the police coming and police asked to her what happened, what the situation, what the wrong with her.
That single phone call set into motion a frenzied response to the scene and attempts by investigators to work backwards.
You're familiar with our EMS worker that's been missing?
Yes.
Well, she called in, we got her, claims she was kidnapped, and we're trying to retrace her steps. And it looks like she may have come from a location on Euclid.
Police and EMS rushed to the scene to whisk one of their own to the hospital, where she's currently listed as stable. The store employees had no inkling as to what she had been through, but their simple gesture ensured that she wouldn't be alone anymore.
Immediately I talked to my friend to give T-shirt. Close the body first. We are human.
Yeah.
We respect our mother, sister. She's a human, she's my sister. We are human first.
And we have reached out to Cleveland police on multiple occasions today to try to get more information, but they're remaining extremely tight-lipped, citing the ongoing investigation. Live in Cleveland, Jordan Vandenberg, News 5.
Just some chilling surveillance video there, Jordan. Thanks a lot for your reporting. So we know many of you have questions. We also have questions. I'm joined here by my colleague, News 5 investigator Sarah Buddison. You have been on top of this story, I mean, literally from the very beginning. Even off air, I know we talked about you spoke with this young lady, I mean, literally the day she went missing.
That's right. We had texted that morning. She showed me a picture of a bullet through a window in her home, and we talked about how she was going to call police and how they had responded later that day, and that was the last I had heard from her until I learned today that her family had been notified that she was alive and that she had walked into that convenience store late last night.
Yeah, and I can imagine, obviously, her family so relieved to know that she is found safe. You have been in contact with the family, I mean, literally through your reporting this entire week. What are you hearing from the family tonight?
I talked to her parents today, and as you can imagine, they are filled with relief and gratitude that their daughter is okay. They were on their way to the Cleveland Clinic today when I spoke with them. They also told me that Lachelle's children are going to be reunited with her tonight. Her son and her daughter, Austin is 8, Alyssa is 4. They have been wondering what has been going on all week, and it's my understanding that Lachelle's twin sister, Rochelle, is going to bring the kids to her tonight so they can all be reunited.
Yeah, and you can just imagine also her children thinking about their mother as well, and I can just imagine they are relieved as well. You, like I said, have been on top of this story from the very beginning. For a second.
To be in court on Monday, and so she disappeared just 2 days before she was supposed to be in court in Michael Stennett's rape case. She was going to be there in connection with that case. Now, we also know Stennett is in jail tonight, accused of stalking Lachelle in the days and weeks before her disappearance. She had been...
That's the weird thing about that story that we covered yesterday, is that this guy's arrested, but like for the previous stalking and stuff, he's not arrested or charged with like in connection to her disappearance. I'm just kind of wondering, I don't know, did he pay somebody? Was he not? I don't know. Did he not take her? Did he have somebody take her? Way too much coincidence. Valerie says, that's what happening to me since I've stopped working out. I've been more anxious. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah, if I don't work out for a long period of time, I get more anxious and anxiety. You're confused about this news story? We covered it yesterday. It's basically a lady that's an EMT, and she was kidnapped, and she was supposed to be testifying in a rape case. Like, I think the following Monday. She was gone for 5 days, and out of nowhere, she's seen on video walking into a convenience store. That's kind of like the gist of it, but we're not really getting many answers because it's like I guess it's an open investigation. She stumbles into this convenience store after being missing for days. I thought there was going to be some other clips on here, but I guess not. I don't know. She's not talking. I mean, she's not talking publicly. So I don't know what she's told police, what she hasn't. I don't know. It's kind of weird to be keeping an eye on it. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what's the next thing, because we have Brian Koberger's prelim thing coming, but I guess that's going to be short. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know if it's just one day. That's coming up. Let me see. Preliminary hearing. We might have to actually find a different trial. So that's June 26th. But I thought there is something in May happening too. I thought there was some sort of at the end of May. Because there's going to be the prelim hearing, and then I don't think anything's going to happen for a while. Oh, you know, there was this thing too today. It's already over, but has anybody been following this? Let's see. It's showed on the screen. Zachariah Anderson sentencing.
2002. The complete error of fact on page 9. It should read for.
I think he was found guilty the murder of Razilo. Thanks, Ani. Appreciate that. Thank you. A friend from work is going to a spa pod. What's a spa pod? I actually was thinking of doing a spa thing on my birthday. I thought that'd be nice to do. Spa pod. What the hell is that? We'll lock you into a pod. Oh, that's the same thing we're looking at. We lock you into a pod, turn off all the lights, submerge you in water, and leave you there for an hour. It's therapeutic. Get in touch with yourself while trapped inside. Okay, a float pod is an egg-looking pod that is filled with about 12 inches of water and is home to 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt. Oh, okay, that sounds kind of. Oh, I didn't realize that. So it has all that salt. So it's easy. You float, right? You're more likely to float. Oh, he denies guilt. There's a relaxing blue light in the pod to help you relax. You can float to your own music, meditate to your favorite meditation program, or float in complete silence. I think it'd be kind of freaky to float in silence. I don't know. Just dead silence. Oh, they never found the body. Lexi says, random question. What haircut do you ask for? Single mom with a boy, and I'm tired of barbers screwing up his hair. I honestly, I'd make sure you go to a good haircut place. One, because there's a lot of places. I mean, I've been to a few that don't really do good haircuts, but I usually get a fade. I mean, if I really want a clean looking, I do like a skin fade or like a, I don't, yeah. I do a fade, and if I want to have it really clean, I'll cut the top more down, but I'll leave a little bit of the top. It's just a fade, pretty much. Orrin and Orson, they're still doing the trial, right? Or is it over? The clerk at the C store gave Michelle a T-shirt to cover herself. They said her shirt appeared burned. Wow. Because yeah, she did say those people try to burn her. I think that we're gonna hear more from this story eventually. Michelle Jordan, the one we were just talking about, and that's why I kind of wanted just to mention it yesterday. I'm thinking maybe it'd be interesting if she speaks up one day, does an interview or something. Once the the investigation's over. Yeah, sizes. Yeah. But if you're going somewhere that they're messing up your kid's hair, man, I'd go somewhere else. I mean, right now I go to a few different places just because I don't really like to make an appointment. I just randomly, I'm like, all right, I need a haircut. Am I still on Swagger? Not really. I mean, I have the app, but I haven't posted anything on there. We're not doing the sponsor thing anymore. We kind of like took a break. We might come back later on, but the only thing I'm doing now is like data seal. Let me see. Check Twitter DM. The other thing too, I think, which as far as like, I just put a broad title to hang out, but like the other thing too, I think I find useful is to lean on friends if you can. It's pretty. You have some good friends when you're going through shit. Been sitting outside on your porch watching the birds. Is there any big cases going on right now? Any stories going on? I don't know. I've been like untuned. How am I liking the brush? It's a good brush. I don't know that. I don't realize. I don't see the magic in it though. But it's a nice brush, I guess. I don't see the magical effects of boar bristle. Boar bristle. It is my favorite brush though. Let's see what else. Okay. Once it makes me cut his hair because they shop messed it up a few years back. I remember one time I had to get a haircut, not a haircut, but a bald cut because they messed me up. This was years ago in New York. I was kind of traumatized. My hair now flopping around. Yeah, I think I wash my hair too often. Oh, the West Boys, the closing was today. Oh, that's true. The magic is in the shampoo you use and how often. Let me see. I guess that's it. I just kind of wanted to try to get myself back a little bit into the habit of trying to get back on. I have no idea what trial we're gonna do next, and I don't want it to like intervene with the Koberger stuff. But we got quite a while for Koberger, I guess. And the prelim thing is the prelim hearing is just one day, ain't it? Or could it be a couple days? That trial is probably not gonna start till like next year, right? Corey Richard, no, I haven't. Have you followed that? Will Mel be back soon? Yeah, I feel like once I take a break, I almost don't even know how to do live streams or even edit videos. I just like, once you stop doing it, kind of like, I keep getting messages. Oh yeah, people are telling me they missed the trials. Trial in 1 to 2 years. Yeah, so we're gonna have to actually look for a new trial then. In the meantime, Sarah Boone. Let me see, Sarah Boone. I have no hope for that case because it's gotten pushed back so many times. I think that will be interesting when they actually do it. But then the thing is, are they actually even going to stream it? Because they had some sort of hearing for it one time, and the judge was like, we're not going to stream it. Okay, so the trial is set to begin. Okay. If it actually happens, because I think she's gone through a bunch of attorneys too. It's like nobody wants to represent this woman. So a pretrial conference was held on March 31st, and that we didn't actually... They didn't stream it. We didn't get to see that. The trial, initially scheduled on April 10th, is now scheduled to begin on July 24th. This woman, that shit was crazy. Okay, so we'll keep this on the calendar. July 24th. That's it's unclear why the trial has been delayed. This shit has been pushed back so many times though. I think she was even complaining. I thought about not getting fair representation. The trial is already, the Trezol and Jacqueline West trial, that's already like over. They're doing closing right now and they're not streaming it. So there's like nothing to see. I think I don't know how they're doing. Are they releasing audio the day after or something? I don't know how that's going. Ooh, Murda will have his financial crimes coming. Do they really need to do that to this guy? Are they gonna take? Are they gonna do financial crimes? When am I coming to Cali? I don't know, because I do want to go back because I've had a lot of fun out there. I'd actually like to meet some people the next time I go, but I feel like this year is going by so freaking fast because in September I'm going to CrimeCon. I'm going to CrimeCon September 22nd. So I don't know. And that's another thing. I got to be careful what trial I cover because, yeah. Well, that's fine. We still have plenty of time. Bro, financial, how, like, that would be torture. They already did the trial for that shit, basically, no? Yo, they're burying this guy. He's done already. Yo, that thing was hell. I'm in California, unfortunately. Is there like a mass? I feel like they've been talking about a mass exodus for a long time. Is that still happening now? Like people just running away from Cali? Because California exodus. People are like leaving from all those. Yeah, they're literally talking about a California exodus. Will housing costs fall? Why is there an exodus? The high housing costs, but other reasons include long commutes and the crowds, crime, and pollution. People are kind of done with that shit. Mass exodus. And the bad thing, I hope that the decent people are coming, because I hear they're coming to Florida. I hope it's the decent people that are coming, or I don't know. And don't come over here trying to instill the shit that you got over there, your laws or whatever kind of bullshit you got over there. They're going to Texas too, though, right? He faces up to 200 years for his financial crimes. Lord almighty. Damn, bro, the man. Maybe he'll just like he'll plead to it or whatever. He's not gonna even. The point of going to trial. Kayla, it's true. Please don't come with that bullshit over here. Texas and Tennessee. It's honestly, it's been getting pretty crowded too, man. Like here in Florida and some areas. You know, I go to Miami sometimes, and I still can't stand Miami mostly. It's just I don't. I guess that's for some people. Like some people like being crowded. You know, like some people. That's the only logical conclusion that I can come to. Is some people like crowds, and dealing with traffic. You can't even go to the corner store without it being like a 20-30 minute ordeal when it's like 2 minutes away. Some people like the mass crowd and like you can't really breathe and people on top of you and like insane traffic, and every day it's just some shit. But it's starting to get crowded over here too where I'm at. It's starting to get a little bit crowded, but it's still more spacious than Miami. Miami is just really hard to navigate. I guess it's for people that are really into like city life and stuff. Like they love this, you know, they love the struggle. I guess that's true. Rosemary said Cali Exodus only the rich can do. Damn. Yeah, maybe I guess people that have financial means are the only ones that are going to be able to do it. I'd eventually like to even move further north, maybe in Florida, a little bit. The further away I can get from people, the better. I mean, I'm actually pretty happy in this area I'm in right now. But because this area, like, I moved a little bit more west, which is cool. I still not too far from the beach. Still not. It's further now. It's probably like 20-25 minutes maybe, where before it was like 10 to 15 maybe. But like there's literally there's like cows like 2 blocks from here. There's like a little pasture with cows. So I drive by Maddie. She's like, "Oh, what's that?" I mean, they have that everywhere though. They have that in Miami and stuff like that too. But where I was living before, you couldn't really see that stuff. The more west you go in this area, the more you start to see like more animals and like more different things. Mel, the YouTube introvert. I got my first noise complaint the other day. People have been asking me for a while. They're like, "Yo, like nobody ever complains." I got my first noise complaint, and it wasn't because of YouTube. I was playing music on the TV, and the TV has like these speakers, and I think the bass is too high. And it was during the morning. The people called me and they said that like there was a noise complaint. So now I'm wondering who's the snitch. Who snitched me out? I think it's that lady that I told to slow down. that was hauling ass in the parking lot, because there really is kids out there playing all the time. There was this kid the other day that I saw. He was like on this little car thing, and he was like hauling ass. I don't know what kind of car that was. Hauling ass like a little mini car. But that shit was. It's not like the little 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, or maybe not more than 10. But you know, like the regular old school thing that these kids are on. Zzz, no, this thing was like hauling ass, zipping around. And so some of the cars here are just. It's an enclosed area, an enclosed parking lot. They're just driving way too fast. So I think that lady's kind of bitter. I think she lives above me. It's better that I told her to slow down. Her eyes like opened up wide and shit. Like I said something really damning to her. Kayla, I want to know when quiet hours are, because 11:30 isn't quiet time. Yeah, it was early. It was early, but I think in Florida, I think there is noise ordinances. Is that how you say ordinances? I think they can't say shit during the day. I mean, it's just kind of crazy, but maybe there's people sleeping over, like working graveyard. But even that, the complex could have their own rules too, maybe. Maybe if it was a house or something, maybe they really wouldn't say shit, but you need to buy a house. That was my plan. That was the plan to do from the place I was in to a house, but when I spoke to a finance person where like you're self-employed, I don't know if it's just regular employment, but I know he told me like when you're self-employed, you have to provide your last 2 years of tax, like your income. And so it would just look a lot better me doing the previous 2 years versus the other year before that. And so I decided to wait another year. Plus the rates right now are crazy as shit. And I didn't want to be in a studio I was just too crammed and everything. I didn't want to be there any longer. So I just decided to get a bigger place and rent for another year and keep saving money. So sometime towards the end of this year, that's the goal, to start looking for places for a house. But I honestly don't even know if the rates are going to go down or not. It's just expensive. Buy her flowers. 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yeah, it was 11 something in the morning when that thing happened. And I got a noise complaint for listening to music. Oh, thanks, Allie. You saw that? I'm working on the room. Yeah, I finally got a headboard. Diggs convinced me. She sent me like this link for this headboard and like this bed frame. It's like LED. It's super nice. My room is pretty much the last room in the house being put together. So, oh my God, Debbie, the verdict rant. You know, people are looking for that live. I had a couple of comments and they're like, "Oh, you know, where's it at?" I unlisted it. You could still watch it, but I took down the video because, like, while it was in the moment, I just thought it was like a bad look. You know, because overall, I mean, the comments were phenomenal. People were laughing, or they just felt the same way in the moment, you know, but you know, the jury, they do have their right to be there however long they want and decide and blah blah blah. So I just took it down. I just thought in the long run it's not a good thing. And then somebody did complain too after I took it down. They're saying, like, I forgot what they said. They were like, "I'm ashamed," not ashamed, or "I used to watch you," or some shit. Whatever, some shit. But I took it down because I was like, it's not a good moment. I have been known for my rants. Call the cops for a noise complaint here, and they come 2 days later. Yeah, she called the apartment complex. So, like, yeah, if it was the cops, maybe they wouldn't even done anything, or maybe they wouldn't even have come. But I guess because she knew who to call. Rosemary, thank you. Where was that picture of her room? Probably on I think it was Instagram. I sometimes post like more personal stuff, I think, on Instagram. it's a slow like work in progress. I need some nightstands too. I got 2 different dressers in the room. Not dressers. I have 2 different nightstands from different places that don't even match, that are just there just to be there for now. No, I haven't started therapy. I actually, Digas, I've actually thought about that though. Uh, I actually have thought about that because a friend of mine was just telling me it's for things just like establishing boundaries and like other shit that I kind of want to work on. I've thought about doing that. But yeah, I haven't gone. I've gone to therapy before in the past. Yeah. I don't know about a model citizen. Mellow model citizen. Yeah, no, I was just talking about the topic was kind of like what you guys do to like self-care, get yourself in a better mood. What do you do when you're down? What do you do when you feel like shit? Sometimes I feel like you need to soak in the shit too. Sometimes you gotta feel whatever it is you're going through and then go through the motions. You know? And sometimes I'm just kind of like, there's really, I have friends that are going through some shit. You wouldn't believe the shit that these people are going through that I'm like, I can't complain. I could tell you some, I'm not going to say out of respect, but I could tell you some crazy shit. They'd be like, what? I really don't have like any, like, I'm pretty lucky, and I have a great kid. I realize that too, how much of a good kid that I have. Maddie, like really lucky. Yeah. Coping skills are key. One of the best things besides all the shit I mentioned too, like working out or whatever, is like I said too, just having some good friends to lean on. Yep. Yeah, I need to fucking say no more often. But when I do that, it's like people get so like offended. It's like the end of the world. Oh, maybe I should stop. I'm saying in general. People get really like I kind of said that. I mean, so I'd say working out, exercise, but also I think sometimes too, like I drink too, that's the bad part of me. I say that's the hedonistic side of me. Sometimes drinking too. That's why I try to do my detox. Daisy, I know I feel a low time is coming. Yeah, sometimes I just sit in it. Sometimes I feel like you gotta, personally me, sometimes like I just take a day or two, sit in it, let me feel what the hell it is I'm feeling. And then at some point you gotta get up, dude. You don't want to just sit in that shit, Also, you know what's really helpful? Cleaning up, like just cleaning up the place. I don't know. I find that my head's all clear after that. Like if you have a cluttered place and you just force yourself to clean up, get the laundry done, wipe things down, light a candle, put some of I got Fabuloso in the cabinet. Spray a little Fabuloso down on the floor. Yo, that Fabuloso shit smells so freaking good. If you don't have that stuff, you should get it. Put some Fabuloso on the floor and then use your little Swifter thing. Oh my God. The whole place just smells amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I get like that. I actually start to get like aggravated if the place is messy and cluttered. The purple bottle, the purple stuff. Dixie, do you have a good view of the moon and stars at night? Sometimes. I wish that my windows point out to a parking lot, but it's also to the sky. I actually like to have the shades open at night, even though sometimes I start to think like, what if somebody's out there staring at me? So sometimes I kind of close it. But I like to have the shade. It's just something relaxing about being able to look outside, see even though there's lights out there, so it's kind of, I wish I had a nicer view. Allie says, Jordan Peterson says to clean your room first and then continue through your living space. It's a reflection of your headspace and helps. Yeah, people kind of bag on this guy a lot. I don't know why. Because they keep making fun of him. Oh, clean your room. It's like such a simple, but it is it's really important, I think, especially if you start young. Clean your room, declutter. Mel like to fish. I don't, I've gone a few times and it is super relaxing. I think it's fun, but I've only done it so little. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've gone a couple of times though. I remember I went with a friend one time to like a bridge and we were, I think we had like a beer. It was like 6 a.m. We were fishing. That was relaxing. I also I've gone to the pier, Dania Pier, and there's a lot of people fishing off of there. You've seen Jordan Peterson live? I like the things that he has to say. He's a little sometimes he's kind of like a little bit long-winded, but that guy's super intelligent, articulate. Bro, and that guy was on his deathbed. These people were waiting. They were celebrating. They thought he was gonna die and stuff. The moment he had trouble. Texas. All my exes live in Texas. Sheila says fishing is the most boring thing I've done. I have no patience. Pine Sol is good. I don't know what's better though, Pine Sol or Fabuloso. It's been a long time since I've used Pine Sol. Yeah, there's something about I feel more therapeutic off of cardio than weights. I like the weights because it makes my muscles feel tight and I feel kind of buff when I leave and it gives me a little boost in confidence a little bit. But the cardio, I feel more the endorphins. I really like the cardio. Noodling. Have you gone noodling? I've never. Oh, you seen that Jamie Foxx stuff, Sinner? I've actually been watching that a little bit. Let me look up noodling real quick. The Jamie Foxx thing. So what happened? He's in the hospital now? Did he get out yet? To do something. Oh, wait. What the hell? You stick your hand in this thing? What is that? Oh, it's for catfish? Oh, we're going to catch us one today. Does it hurt when you do that? You catch catfish like that? Oh, I think that guy's bleeding. The Jamie Foxx thing. So look, I know his wasn't he in the hospital before too, or is it just now? Wasn't he before this time? They had a medical scare. What they trying to say? The conspiracy. The conspiracy is that he was talking about P. Diddy's weird stuff, and so they think that he got put in the hospital. Jamie Foxx in physical rehabilitation center. It's probably not the conspiracy, but the conspiracy stuff is so interesting. The P. Diddy stuff is so weird. Those parties and shit that he had. Ooh. Damn, never worked out a day in your life? You've never worked out? Random says, I have never worked out a day in my life. Nope, it's too much work. They're saying in the chat that he's out, Jamie Foxx. Let me see. Let me see what it says here. They say he's in physical rehab in Chicago. I think he did do something on Instagram. I think he made a post too. I saw. You know the other thing that I saw too. I know it's completely unrelated. I saw Lil Wayne. This is so interesting. Well, I don't know if it's that interesting, but this guy canceled his show. He had a show, and like in the middle of his show while he's performing, he takes a break, and he has like these artists that almost nobody really knows about perform. And because they weren't getting the love that he wanted them to get, he just canceled the show and walked out.
Lil Wayne's final show of his Welcome to the Carter tour was a hot mess according to fans.
So loud. Lil Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't give a f*** what you think you're looking at, but you are looking at the best rapper alive.
On Saturday, May 13, 2023, Lil Wayne performed at the Wilton Theater in Los Angeles. And despite being an hour plus late for the show, Weezy performed some of his biggest hits and had the show rocking for a moment until things took a strange turn for the worst. Wayne took a break mid-show and let 3 of his Young Money artists take the stage to entertain the crowd while he was away. But when he returned, his comments to the crowd would leave a bad taste in their mouths.
We appreciate it, but we ain't about to be bending over backwards for these folks. We work too hard for this shit. We work way too hard. This is my motherfucking artist, Adam. That was Twist, that was Josh. We are Young Money. We appreciate y'all time.
That's it. He left. And the people in the crowd, they thought like, well, maybe he's going to come back or some shit. So they're standing there waiting and waiting. And at some point they start cheering him on. Wait. This guy was done. He didn't come back. The lights turn on and shit. Everybody's like, what's going on? And he dipped out. I was like, damn. And these people, like, I guess those artists, they don't really have much. They get like one guy has like 1,000 monthly listeners or something, like really, really low numbers on Spotify. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of like, damn. Did you see the news on Kohlberger? Yeah, they got like 100,000. I saw over 10,200 new items presented to the defense. I talked about that yesterday. I read an article about that, and so I don't know. Yeah, I guess they have a lot. I guess it's gonna be interesting to see. Hopefully, they're not trying to pull a Murdoch, just a bunch of unrelated stuff. I'm sure it has to be related. Over 20,000 pieces of evidence to his attorney. Holy shit. Queen said the best rapper alive is a stretch for Wayne. He's he's definitely, I don't know what the word is. Paved the way, paved the way. Kind of legendary for sure, but I'm not sure about the best. I don't know. Yeah, the music has pretty much died the last 10 years. I also think movies are kind of dead too, for the most part. They don't make movies like they used to. For like, I guess they're all like afraid or something. I don't think movies are really. I mean, sometimes you might see something, but like everything's just kind of, I don't know, worried about getting canceled. There was this thing. I don't think we can watch this on here. There was this video that I wanted to watch on Law and Crime. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit on Law and Crime. Probably we can watch this on Twitch. I don't know what this is. There's this video I'd like to see. There's another one though. Where's the Mormon shit? Flossie sent me some Mormon crazy woman. We're not all like that. I'm gonna get some messages about. Mormon. arguments. At Mother's Day, when we were at the beach having breakfast, I brought the brush with me and I put it in my mother's hand. And she was like, "This is it?" My sister was like, "That doesn't look like $300 worth." She said, "Your hair doesn't look $300 worth." Yeah, I watched this crazy movie the other day too. Like a week or two ago. It was maybe somebody in the chat. It was about this guy that was like obsessed with walruses. And so he traps this guy and like, I don't know, what does he do? He skins the guy or cuts his limbs and shit and puts him in a walrus skin suit type of shit and makes him act like a walrus. You ever heard of that shit? Tusk. Oh. Okay. All right. You ever heard of that movie Tusk? I didn't even finish the movie. That movie was crazy. Oh, maybe I kind of spoiled it. It was so graphic though. It was so like, it wasn't even like, oh, that was brutal, man. Tusk. A U.S. podcaster, Justin Long, ventures into the Canadian wilderness to interview an old man, Michael Parks, who has an extraordinary past. And the American learns that the man has a dark secret involving a walrus. The dark secret. I knew something was up though when we went to the. Oh, let me show you this picture.
Don't you dare!
Oh, the video start playing. Okay, body cam. This is for the other thing.
How do you spell your first name?
Body cam. Mormon swinger arrested on assault charges after going ballistic during heated argument. That's what I wanted to watch on Twitch. This is shit right here. Justin Long says a sequel to Tusk might be in the works. How are they going to come up with a sequel for this movie? And so there's supposed to be a guy inside of a tusk skin. I think he cuts the guy's arm, amputates the guy's arms, I think. I forgot what he did, or the leg, or maybe his legs. I think he amputated the guy's legs or some shit and puts him in this thing. Because the guy's story is like one time he was lost out at sea, or he got stranded in the sea and he was about to die. He was stranded, and all of a sudden this walrus comes out and saves him. And so now he fantasizes about the walrus and he wants to recreate this thing. And so he captures this guy, drugs him. The whole thing was sus though, because he comes over to the guy's house and he's like, "Oh, you want some tea?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll take some tea." And so he makes like this gangster tea. But the only thing is like this old guy is not sipping the tea. So only the one person's drinking the tea. To me, that's sus. I'd be kind of waiting to see if the guy's going to sip the shit. He's not sipping the shit. I would have had to watch him make it too. I don't know. The whole house and mansion was creepy as shit too. So I don't know. I guess there's going to be, you think that's cute? Oh my God, it's really cute. You think that walrus is cute? Justin Long just married Kate Bosworth. Natalie Holloway case. So they extradited that guy, right? Or what's the whole thing with that? So they're extraditing him just to charge him, I think, and then they're gonna send his ass back. Natalie Holloway, the guy that Natalie Holloway. Red Base, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. Let's see. Natalie Holloway case. Our band got that might be interesting if they stream it. I don't know if the let's see. That could be a short one. We could always find a short trial too. It don't have to be weeks long, you know? probably we're gonna have to find something maybe. Oh, Jordan Vandersloot. Yeah. Flossie was telling me about this too. Dutch national. Oh, her body was never found either. Huh? Wow. After Vandersloot finishes his sentence in Peruvian prison, he'd be taken to the U.S. where he'd carry out his prison sentence if convicted. Interesting. So they're not letting his ass go anywhere. That's kind of dope. Prosecutors in the United States alleged that he led John Q. Kelly, Beth Holloway's lawyer, to a site where Natalie Holloway's remains were allegedly located. Vandersloot lied about the location of the remains, prosecutors said in July 2010. In January 2012, Vandersloot, let me show you guys too. You can see this guy's face. In January 2012, Vandersloot pleaded guilty to killing Flores, and Natalie Holloway was declared dead that month. Mother. Let's see. I was blessed to have had Natalie in my life for 18 years, and as of this month, I have been without her for exactly 18 years. She will be 36 years old. Wow, it's been that long. Beth Holloway said it's been a very long and painful journey, but persistence of many is going to pay off. Together, we are finally getting justice for Natalie. I actually like to watch this guy a lot. What's his name? Packman? Or I forget, David something? Valuetainment. He has really good stuff on YouTube. Let's see. Extradition. Damn, it still got the answer? Oh. No way around it.
Now to the latest developments in the still unsolved disappearance of Natalie Holloway in Aruba back in 2005. Peru's ambassador to the U.S. now says the prime suspect. Now to the latest developments.
Oh no!
Unsolved disappearance of Natalie Holloway in Aruba back in 2005. Peru's ambassador to the U.S. now says the prime suspect, Jorn Vandersloot, could be extradited to the U.S. imminently. Jonathan Seri is live in Atlanta with more on this. Jonathan.
Okay, I found it. Found it.
Be extradited to the U.S. imminently. Jonathan Seri is live in Atlanta with more on this. Jonathan, what more can you tell us?
Yeah, hi there, Arthel. Federal authorities are not giving a timeline for the extradition. However, a spokesperson for Natalie Holloway's family says that the family expects this to take place within a week or so. Jorn Vandersloot is in a maximum security prison in the foothills of the Andes, where he's serving a 28-year sentence for the 2010 murder of Stephanie Flores, a 21-year-old Peruvian woman he met at a casino in Lima. Vandersloot, who's now 35, is also the prime suspect in the 2005 disappearance of Natalie Holloway. Peru's ambassador to the U.S. says his country is working to make the extradition happen as soon as possible.
This individual has caused a lot of sorrow, not only in the U.S., but also in Peru. So it's time for him to face also the charges he has here in the U.S.
Natalie was 18 when she disappeared on a high school graduation trip to the Dutch Caribbean island of Aruba back in 2005. She was last seen leaving a...
All right, let's check this out a little bit. Maybe we'll end off on this. Jesus Christ. Let me see if I can do something here, though. It's all a mess. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, we can do this. I don't want to. Can we do that? Put on a small window. Let's see.
Your first name.
42, 48, go for it.
Just go ahead and just focus on breathing for me.
So this is body cam Mormon swinger arrested on assault charges after going ballistic during heated argument. Let's see.
Shocking video shows what led up to the arrest of Taylor Frankie Paul, a Mormon influencer known for referencing swinging in her videos.
Whoa, hold up. Okay, hold up. Because these Mormon people always give me shit when I talk about, and I'm not even disrespectful. They always come into my, sometimes in the comments that they're kind of, actually, I shouldn't say, because they're actually really nice, most of them, you know, but I've gotten shit a couple of times. And so you got a Mormon influencer on behalf of the Mormons swinging and shit? What? And that's cool? Are they up in arms about her?
Hi guys, we are going to be prepping for my kids because for those of you that know, I'm a divorced parent, so I do like a prep day before my kids come for the weekend. I already have them because I got them a day earlier than I thought, so we are still going to go get groceries and prep for the weekend.
28-year-old Paul rose to fame on TikTok after saying her ex-husband, Tate Paul, filed for divorce when she broke the rules in their soft swinging relationship.
Did you sleep with him or just kiss him?
I slept with him.
Okay, fine.
Nearly one.
Okay, hold on. So what is soft swinging? I don't know. There's like different types of swinging. Soft swinging. It's like kissing. Like, all right, we're swing kissers. Is that a thing? Like, we're just gonna swing by kissing people? What is meant by soft swinging? The custom of engaging in sexual activities with your partner in the same room as another couple, but not swapping or sharing partners. Oh, kind of weird. So you're in the same room, you're not actually sharing partners. So I guess you just get a high because there's other people in the room. Describes non-penetrative sexual relationships outside of one's marriage or primary relationship. According to Engel, the sex educator went on to say people in the swingers community use the term soft swap to know, or maybe they hear the other person and that's like a thing, or maybe they feel like they're being watched or some shit and that's a thing. When they switch partners to kiss, okay. Oh, but it's also when they switch partners to kiss or have oral, but not penetrative. Okay, so there's like a thing. No sex, just making out. Well, they said in some cases they do oral too. Okay, all right, so learn something new here.
1 year after her ex-husband filed for divorce, Paul was caught on camera crying hysterically before her arrest.
So instead of doing the soft thing, she slept with the person, I guess.
Relationship.
Did you?
For divorce to fame on TikTok after saying her ex-husband, Tate Paul, filed for divorce when she broke the rules in their soft swinging relationship.
Did you sleep with him or just kiss him?
I slept with him.
But why did she make a TikTok about that shit? I don't get that. What the fuck? Okay, so I think he asked, did you sleep with him or kiss? And she said, slept with him. Okay,
fine.
Nearly 1 year after her ex-husband filed for divorce, Paul was caught on camera crying hysterically before her arrest.
I'm emotionally hurting. I'm not physically hurting. I'm emotionally hurting.
Okay. So your last name is just Paul?
Yep.
Okay.
The video shows a clearly distraught Paul speaking with police after a 911 call came in for a domestic violence report on February 17th.
911, what is the city and address of your emergency?
There's like domestic violence, like somebody is screaming, like get off me. There is like a woman screaming. There's like the garage door keeps opening and shutting. It sounds like she's trying to get out.
Okay.
Harriman, Utah police arrive at Paul's home to find her and her boyfriend, 30-year-old Dakota Mortensen, amidst an argument.
You threw me in the garage.
Stop.
After that, police separate the pair and begin to question Paul.
What's up?
I just want to be able to talk to you without you two bickering at each other.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So.
That's bad too. Like, once the cops get there, you guys can't still chill out. Be like, oh shit, the cops are here.
You can sit or whichever.
Okay.
So what's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor. I'm Officer Rubebrecht with the Harriman Police Department.
Okay.
The neighbors called in saying they heard a bunch of yelling and screaming.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry again.
So let's start with this. How do you spell your first name?
1042, 48, code 4.
T-Y-O-R.
Just go ahead and just focus on breathing for me.
I can't. Okay, go ahead.
So Taylor, right?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Paul.
Do you need paramedics for any
No,
reason?
I'm good. I'm good.
Have you had a little bit too much to drink tonight? I can smell the alcohol pretty strong.
Sure, but not anything crazy. I went out on a girls' night and I came home. Safe driving.
Okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about, like, do I need to call paramedics to come check you out?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Paul continues to cry, explaining to officers her side of the story.
Oh.
What did I do wrong so I can help myself? What did I do wrong? Help me to know so I can do better.
Well, it's not Taylor, look at me. It's not that you did anything wrong per se. We are just the neighbors called in thinking that someone's getting hurt.
No one.
So Taylor Frankie Paul is her name. Admits to soft swinging with her friends during a live stream in May 2022. The mom discussed divorce rumors and confessed to soft swinging activities with her friend group and their husbands. In the video, the influencer said that her now ex-partner Tate Paul never fully went. What does that mean?
I'm getting her. I'm just emotionally hurt because I'm good divorce and I'm just hurt.
Is that?
What?
Oh, thank you. Is that what's going on tonight that started everything?
Yeah, I'm emotionally super hurt. I can't help anyone. I'm just so hurt emotionally. I'm sorry. Can I get a drink of water? I'm just really hurting. I can get my husband to come get the kids if that's easier. I don't know what he wants from me. I don't want anyone that wants from me. I'm just so hurt.
So, tell me what happened tonight.
He pushed me in the garage and it's fine.
Shit.
I don't give a fuck. I just want to move on. I don't give a fuck about him. I just want to move on. I don't care. I pushed him. I hit him. He pushed me. I don't know what to think about it.
Damn, take everybody down. Fuck it. I hit him. He hit me. Take everybody down. Get arrested. Now the mom of two, who has a 4-year-old daughter, Indy, and a 2-year-old son, Ocean, with her soon-to-be ex-husband, revealed that she not only lost her spouse, but admitted that most of her friends have also dropped her. And now she's battling depression. So she was really struggling amidst the scandal. She dropped the video on TikTok.
Can I get a drink, please? Please?
Can you promise not to talk to him while we go in there?
Sure.
Paul says she went, quote, ballistic during the argument.
What do you need from me?
So I just need you to tell me what happened
Meth.
tonight. So you,
Okay.
you went out on a girls' night. You said that, right?
Yeah, he came pick me up from girls' night.
And then what happened?
And he was bitching me out the way home.
About, so when you describe that to me, about what?
I guess having fun with the girls. And he was going to a concert, but he was like, we're not going to the concert now. And he came home. And then we were fighting. Oh,
and we were fighting at each other, and then I was going at him, I guess hitting him, and then he pushed me into the kid's stuff, and then I went ballistic because he pushed me so hard, and then I fought back, and then we were just fighting, and I just want him out.
Where did the
Whoa, she said she wants him out? Oh shit. Those people too, like, are in those, you know, open relationships and shit. And they have like these, I've heard of them like having certain types of rules and stuff. A lot of the times somebody's not sticking to that shit. They got like rules, I guess you can't kiss, or you can do this, or you can't do that, but you can do this, or we can sleep with people, but you gotta tell me who you sleep with. I don't know how many times that I've heard of like somebody's not gonna follow the rule and they're gonna go sleep around or whatever. I don't know.
Where did the kids go?
My daughter's right there, and then my son's up sleeping because we had my family over that was babysitting. And
Ooh.
so, I guess
She said,
all.
oh shit. She said son's upstairs? Ooh, that's a, uh-oh.
My family over that was babysitting. Daughter's right there, and then
Where did the kids go?
my daughter's right there, and then my son's up sleeping because we had my family over that was babysitting.
Well, at least I had a babysitter, but still, that's really bad.
And it's all, I guess it's all.
They show over here snitching on everything, telling everything. This person hit this person hit that. The kids upstairs. Oh, damn. I mean, I guess they got to say, but.
Fighting.
Yep.
Do you have any injuries?
No, I think I'm okay. My fingers hurt. I think I'm okay.
Can I see your hands?
Yeah, I just want to go to bed.
Just like this.
I just want to go to bed.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'd be depressed too.
I think I'm okay. I'm good.
What about the other side? And then.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just want my dad.
Investigators then speak with Mortensen.
All I've been trying to do for the last hour and a half is to leave. I mean, I'm just being bombarded, stealing my keys. She's jumping on my truck.
What?
Slamming my doors. Like, I think my truck
is that your white truck?
Yeah, I think my truck doors broke. Like.
So this guy, to me, he seems like sober and kind of more together. By the way, I have to give some sort of commentary because I don't want to have issues and stuff. But yeah, he seems more sober, together. She's hysterical, clearly drunk. The guy could even said that he smells it from a distance and stuff. And so now he's saying that she's just jumping on the car and shit.
She's on top of my truck jumping. Like, dude, I can't even believe what just happened.
You want? Let's go look at your truck.
I'm just like lost in words.
Mortensen explains Paul is going through a divorce, which may have led to her stress level. He also explains to police what led up to the argument.
That's what I was trying to explain. Is like, so she's going through a lot right now. Yeah, with her divorce and stuff. Like, I think that's just been really hard on her, and she hasn't done any therapy.
And that's a different relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that wasn't that.
I mean, he could have drank. I don't know, but he's not plastered or anything like that. He's put together, you know.
Long ago, so it's very fresh. So we got in a relationship like really pretty soon after her divorce, and so that's why it's been hard. It's just been.
Oh, so this is the guy after the divorce? Well, hold on. Am I misconstruing this shit? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago. So it's with her divorce and stuff. So she's going through a lot right now. Yeah, with her divorce and stuff. Like, I think that's just been really hard on her, and she hasn't done any therapy.
And that's a different relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Oh shit, bro! The other guy must be like, whew, like. Whew. Holy shit. So this is the new guy going through this shit? Wow.
Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago. So it's very fresh. So we got in a relationship like really pretty soon after her divorce. And so that's why it's been hard. It's just been like a lot, I think, for her.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, yeah, I think she's going through a lot. She's the type to where Yeah, it's hard for her, I think, to get help. You know, like she fights it.
So you guys come home. She starts getting angry.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that you're wanting to.
Yeah, so this isn't the husband. I thought it was the husband. Holy shit. So this is the new guy. Wow.
Go home?
Yeah, well, I was trying to just take her inside. I was trying to help her in. I was like, let's go. Like, you need to go inside. And I think she was saying something that she wanted to go party still. I'm like, no, like, you can't. Yeah, and then I went inside because I was finally just like, she was not coming out. So I was like, okay, well, and she said her parents were in here. So I was like, oh, perfect. I was like, I'm going to go.
Are they actually in there?
No, they weren't. It was, like, I don't know, like her niece or something like that. I don't know. And so I went in there and was like, going to get them. I'm like, hey, Taylor's like drunk. You like come get her or something.
Are they coming over?
No, they already left. They were house sitting for her, watching her kids.
Oh, okay.
And then she kept flying in. And that's when she was like freaking out on me in front of them. And I'm like, whoa, what?
And what was she saying?
Oh, crazy stuff. I don't know. I think she was like, I don't even know what she was saying. I don't know. Something about her phone. She was going off about her phone. And then she chucked her phone at me. And then, or no, she threw it on the ground. Boom. And then, I'm trying to think. Damn, everything happened so fast.
When officers approach Paul again, she tells them she was so scared during the incident, she lost control of her bladder.
Oh.
So I talked to.
Oh, no.
I talked to
Oh,
Dakota.
man.
Tell me.
Yeah, she like peed on herself. Damn.
The little wooden thing in the garage in his truck. Like, what happened outside at the truck?
All I know is that I was so scared that I peed my pants.
Oh.
He pushed me into.
And I'm assuming now the child is there looking out the window because they blacked this out. You can kind of see like the shades moving.
All I know is that I was so scared that I peed my pants.
That's just crazy, man. Sad.
He pushed me into it. I reacted, sure. I threw it at him.
Via phone, Mortensen
Maybe not on. Oh, yeah, they just did the censoring later.
later tells officers that's untrue.
She had to pee.
Like, she's saying that she was so scared that she peed herself.
Oh my gosh, no.
And
that's
so,
not true.
And she made that point multiple times. When I first arrived at
I don't know why they didn't remove the censor, but
at the house, I don't remember ever seeing her pee herself, and I feel like that's something that I would have easily recognized.
Noticed. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a lie. I mean, she's just lying. That's not true.
Eventually, the responding officer tells Paul she's under arrest.
Well, the hard part is that, like, I'm getting two different.
I guess she didn't pee herself. It's kind of hard to see. I guess she. Oh, look. I guess it's dry.
The hard part is that, like, I'm getting two different stories.
Just a shadow, I guess.
Okay. As far as tonight's concerned, based on what I've seen and what's taken place, at this time you're going to be placed under arrest for DV, for domestic violence. Okay? So before I talk to you more about it, I need you to turn around and place your hands behind your back.
So is he not at all?
Bro, she's trying to make sure, like, all right, I'm trying to take this guy out. She's trying to, like, destroy this guy. Ooh.
Not tonight, no.
How the roles and the tides have turned.
I'm confused. So he pushed me and I'm under arrest? Why?
I can talk to you more about it.
That's fine,
shit.
but I'm just curious why.
Ooh.
I'm going to do am I allowed to talk or not?
Yeah. And just give me a second.
I'm going to do my fight, so why am I under arrest? So you're going against his word against mine, correct?
It's based on the evidence that I'm seeing at here tonight.
What's your evidence? Just curious.
Just all the stuff on the ground and you throwing things at him and
Jennifer said no, she's influenced because somebody's saying she's an influencer. She's like, no, she's influenced.
Are we allowed to ask him, or is that not allowed? Because
What do you mean by asking?
Because when he sees this, he's not going to agree to it.
Officials can then be seen discussing the arrest with Mortensen.
Like, the reality, that's the reality of this, is that you were victimized tonight, and that's why we're here. Is we don't want further.
It's so crazy when you see it like the other way around. I mean, I've been there myself, but it's like, wow, even just watching it, because you always see the other shit most of the time.
Violence. Yeah. And maybe
it's like shock. He's probably like, he doesn't even know how to process. Like, what the fuck? She's arrested.
This is the reality check she needs. That like, hey, I need to get things in check. So, I just want to talk to you over there real quick. Sorry, the one kid just puked, and so no, it's fine.
I think he just said that one of the kids puked.
I mean, I'm glad the parents showed up. I don't know which one's which.
The little girl?
The one upstairs.
Oh, okay. Oh, God.
What is... Do you know the daughter's name? Do you know how to spell it? Yeah.
She's already had a hearing. Kayla says this is from months ago. She's been our first hearing in the 18th. Wait, is a hearing happening or it already happened? I want to see that shit.
Do you know her birthday?
It's...
That's okay. Do they have the same last name?
Yeah.
Or is it a different last name? Well, she's not divorced yet. So.
Well, she is. She just hasn't changed her name. She keeps her names.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I can't make you fill that out.
Yeah.
It's voluntary. But I mean that's your side of the story. Again, she's alleging a different side.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only thing. Like, if she's wanting to like push stuff, then like I'm gonna have to. But like I truly just want her to.
Kayla says she's been out. She has a hearing Thursday. Yo, can we watch that shit? Can you find out where that's gonna be at? Can we watch? Maybe we could do that Thursday. I want to see this shit. You think it's gonna be public or maybe not public? She's an influencer. It should be public, right? They should do that for influencers. Like, even if it's not public in the state, if you're an influencer, it has to be public now.
Like, just get help and just that's that.
And that's
maybe
I
not,
understand that, and that's what I'm hoping this results in. I'm not trying to jam anyone up or take them to jail to take them to jail. Like, I want the problem solved.
Does someone get charged then or something?
She is going to be charged with domestic violence.
Oh my gosh.
But I know that's hard to hear, but that's the reality of the situation, and I'm glad that it wasn't worse. Because like, what if she was throwing stuff at you and damaging your property,
kitchen knife or something.
Like, what if the off chance that she grabbed a kitchen knife? Like, it's already clear that she wasn't thinking straight, right?
Yeah.
Normally in your relationship, it's lovey-dovey, honky-dory, right? But in this specific case that can't be ignored, what if she was to grab the knife or something else and it escalates again? So the main thing is a reality check saying like, hey, that's not okay. And ignoring it's not going to help the problem either. Like, you guys waking up tomorrow morning and acting like it never happened, or having one little conversation and maybe like a smack on the wrist, that doesn't typically help.
Ooh.
Not okay. And ignoring it's not going to help the problem either. Like, you guys waking up tomorrow morning and acting like it never happened, or having one little conversation and maybe like a smack on the wrist, that doesn't typically help.
Before her arrest, Paul confirmed to officers she was not receiving mental health treatment.
Do you have a therapist or anybody you go to? No. You ever talked with somebody about how you're feeling?
Divorce? No. And abusive people? No, I have not. I have not yet. I should.
It's probably a pretty good idea. They can be pretty useful, you know. You might not feel like this normally. This might be kind of due to a little bit of alcohol always raises all of our emotional state. It kind of makes the emotion take over the rational.
Sure.
I don't know if you noticed that with you, but
No, I divorced her, alcohol or not. I feel awful. So yeah, you're good.
it's probably a little bit easier to keep under control though when you haven't
Sober.
had any alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a therapist can help you work through a lot of.
Isn't that crazy? The topic of this shit is therapy, right? This video, the random title that for tonight.
If you're feeling like this a lot, it's probably in your best interest to talk to somebody about it.
Following her arrest, Paul took to TikTok explaining she has since started therapy.
I also got on Zoloft to help with my depression and anxiety. I'm on week 4, so I don't know if I see a major difference yet, but I'll keep you guys updated on that.
And that sucks. I mean, I know, like, I've heard with antidepressants or whatever, you gotta take it for a while before you notice. But fuck, if I'm not sure 4 weeks and I'm still not really, damn, sucks.
Also started EMDR therapy and so far have loved it. We're just working on all the trauma and kind of gonna start diving into how we can help cope with it.
EMDR therapy, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, is a mental health treatment technique. This method involves moving your eyes in a specific way while you process traumatic memories. Never heard of that. So the crazy shit about this too, I got this from 2 people. Well, I was told this by 2 people. And so they're saying, let me put the big screen. What the hell is that? What the hell? Here. Exclusive video shows moment drunken emotional TikTok star Taylor Frankie Paul is arrested for throwing chair that hit her daughter, 5, admitting she went ballistic after her boyfriend refused to take her to a concert because she was hammered. Wow. It blows my mind too. Mormon influencer. I never even heard of no shit like that. Soft swinging TikTok star Taylor Frankie Paul flew into a rage after her boyfriend refused to take her to a concert because she was too drunk. Police body cam video exclusively obtained by Daily Mail reveals. Well, they have the whole shit right here too. I wish I would have known that earlier. The Mormon mom went ballistic and threw chairs at boyfriend Dakota. Oh, look at that name, Mortensen. Isn't that the name from the Idaho thing or whatever? Mortensen? Accidentally hitting her 5-year-old daughter, Indy, in the head. That is so shitty. Wow. And when police arrived at the scene in Salt Lake City suburb, the influencer told them she was so scared she peed herself. Wow, what a mess. Paul, 27, was arrested February 17 at her home in Harriman, Utah. Oh, the city of the Mormons, on misdemeanor charges. But after Mortensen provided cops with video from his cell phone showing the chair hitting Indy. Damn, so he got this on video. So there's legit video evidence as well. The charges were upgraded to felony aggravated assault, reckless child abuse, and domestic violence in the presence of a child. Wow. 2 weeks later, the Salt Lake County District Attorney charged Paul with 2 counts of third-degree felony domestic violence in the presence of a child with injury, a Class A misdemeanor of child abuse with injury, and Class B misdemeanor criminal mischief. If she is convicted of the charges, she would face up to 5 years in state prison for each of the 3 felonies. Ooh, so she's like facing some time, some real time. She is next due in court April 14. This is an old article, I guess. Paul found fame on TikTok, where she has more than 4 million followers after regularly sharing content about her day-to-day life, 2 children, and now estranged husband. She shocked her fans last summer when she admitted that she and husband Tate were divorcing because she had gone too far during soft swinging event. A soft swinging event. The soft swinging involves couples swapping partners but not engaging in full sex. I don't know what the point of that shit is. After splitting with Tate, the father of her children, and she started hooking up with Mortensen. Damn, bro. So this guy, I mean, this shit is like brand new. Imagine you're the new guy coming into this insanity. And this chick over here throwing shit, throwing chairs. That shit literally hits a kid. And you're new in this relationship. What the hell? I mean, shit. I understand people go through stuff, mental health, whatever. But like, man, once you're like doing this kind of nuttiness, you're a danger to your kids. The body cam from the night of her arrest shows officers Ben and Alex knocking on Paul's door. So we saw all this already. Both Paul and Mortensen, her boyfriend of 6 months, are seen answering the door. Together 6 months. Okay. Wow. Lord Almighty. Hey guys, meet my boyfriend. I've been dating for 6 months. His name is Dakota. Oh, Idaho plate. Everything ties back to Idaho. What's going on here? Idaho. Mortensen. We arrived, parked on the street, could hear yelling coming from the 4306 Rex Peakway. The garage of the home was open, and we observed a white Toyota truck parked on the street. The vehicle was currently running. Officer Felsing logged Idaho plate. The plate returned back to a white 2017 Toyota. Imagine if it was like a Hyundai Tacoma, registered to Dakota Bo Mortensen. I attempted contact at the front door of the residence while Officer Felsing stayed back at the garage. I rang the doorbell. I could still hear yelling coming from inside the home. A male and female answered the door. They were identified as Dakota and Taylor. They were still arguing when they answered the door. When I asked what was going on, Dakota said that Taylor was hammered. That's how you know like something's wrong. So like the cops run up the house, you can't even shut up to answer the door. Like try to normal and decent. And the cops are there. That's a flag. When I asked what was going on, Dakota stated Taylor was hammered. Taylor responded by saying, "So is he." Then, so this chick was trying to throw this guy under the bus the entire time, trying to get his ass locked up. Dakota stated he was sober. I noted that every time Taylor would raise her hand or her arm, Dakota would flinch. Wow. Because he's used to that shit from this chick attacking his ass. So he has that reflex to like protect himself because he's thinking he's going to hit her. Dakota would flinch as if he was trying to protect himself. I suggested both parties separate. Dakota stated Taylor needed to calm down. Taylor immediately became aggressive and hit Dakota. No way. I grabbed Taylor's. So this chick is not attacking in front of the cops. I grabbed Taylor's arms and pinned them to her sides and told her to stop. They were not going to do this. Taylor replied, "Okay," but he threw me out. He threw me out in the garage. Officer Felsing entered the room to help me separate Dakota and Taylor. While attempting to separate Taylor and Dakota, Taylor wanted her phone. I told Taylor we could get her phone. She believed Dakota had it on him. She walked over to Officer Felsing and Dakota. While she was walking, it was apparent that Taylor was alcohol impaired as she struggled to walk straight and had to use a wall to stabilize herself. Dakota did not have Taylor's phone like she thought. Dakota stated Taylor threw her phone at him. Taylor found her phone on the floor of the kitchen. I followed Taylor to the front door and spoke to her on the front steps of the home. I interviewed Taylor about the events that occurred this evening. I could smell a strong odor of alcohol coming from Taylor. Additionally, Taylor had slurred speech and struggled to maintain her train of thought. Throughout my contact with Taylor, she would ask the same questions repeatedly, even after receiving an answer. I asked Taylor if Taylor needed paramedics. She stated she did not. Taylor made the following statements. Taylor was drinking at a girls' night prior to coming home, but not anything crazy. Dakota picked Taylor up from the girls' night and Dakota blank her out all the way home. Taylor was emotionally hurting, but not physically hurting tonight. Taylor suggested her dad come pick up her kids. I can just go and do whatever. I don't give a F anymore, I guess. Taylor extremely upset and kept repeating she was emotionally sore. Dakota and Taylor pushed each other in the garage. Taylor stated she hit Dakota and did not want to think about it. After returning home, Taylor and Dakota began fighting. Taylor was going at Dakota, and Dakota pushed her into the kid's stuff. After being pushed, Taylor said she went ballistic. Taylor said she did not think she had any injuries, but her fingers hurt. I reviewed Taylor's hands and observed a small scratch on one of her fingers. Scene observations. When I walking into the home, I immediately observed multiple metal chairs and other household items on the floor by the front entryway. The chairs look like they may have come from the kitchen island. I also observed a vase of roses on the ground by the kitchen island. Contact with Dakota. Dakota confirmed that he picked up Taylor from the girls' night in Lehigh. Dakota confirmed that he did blank her out. I don't know what they say that. What does that mean? Blank her out? Because he was a recovering addict and they had a prior agreement to stay away from alcohol. Fuck her out, slap her out, shut her out, shit her out. Dakota stated Taylor is struggling with a number of personal things and that adding alcohol to the mix causes her to explode. Dakota, though his finger might be broken, thought. Dakota thought his finger might be broken and his elbow had protracted pain, especially when touched. Dakota said that he was supposed to go to a concert with a friend. When he told Taylor about the concert, she wanted to go and requested Dakota pick her up. After picking up Taylor from the party, they had to go return to Taylor's home to get her ID. Dakota stated that Taylor was in no condition to go to a concert because of how intoxicated she was. Dakota stated Taylor became angry because he didn't want her to go to the concert anymore. Taylor began to say mean things to Dakota and tearing him down. When they got to the house, Dakota stated he was trying to leave, which made Taylor angry to the point she started hitting him. Dakota stated Taylor also threw her phone at him in anger. Dakota stated that he had been trying to leave for the last hour and a half, but Taylor would not let him. Dakota stated that he was being bombarded with thrown items. Taylor took his keys, jumped on his truck, slamming his car doors. Dakota stated Taylor's divorce had been hard on her and she has not done any therapy for it. Dakota further elaborated on what happened when they arrived. Dakota said that he was trying to help Taylor inside the house, but Taylor wanted to stay out and party. Dakota stated Taylor threw a wooden play set at Dakota and his truck. Dakota said that Taylor threw heavy metal chairs at him and put holes in the wall. Holy shish kebab. Dakota started to feel scared for his life. They are so heavy. Dakota stated one of the metal chairs that Taylor threw hit blank, and Dakota was trying to help blank after getting hit. I guess the child. Dakota initially stated he would. At that point, man, I might have to like grab a trick or something. I might have to like toss her or some shit, or I might have to like into self-defense. I mean, I know this guy's a scary thing because like, you feel like if you touched it, honestly, if he would have did something, he probably would have got locked up too. It's a weird thing for guys, like you're not allowed to defend yourself. Even when your life is like being threatened, it seems like, you know. Dakota initially stated he would complete a witness statement, but later declined. That's very typical too. Like you feel bad, maybe you want to protect the person, or I don't know. I could tell that Dakota was reluctant to give a statement because he did not want anything to happen to Taylor. Yep. I explained the importance of him documenting his account of the story, but ultimately he declined to fill out a statement form. Dakota confirmed that he and Taylor had been dating for 6 months and were in a consensual sexual relationship. Dakota showed me a portion of a video he recorded on his cell phone that showed Taylor assaulting him. It appeared that Dakota was telling her to stop and was trying to defuse the situation. While talking with Dakota in the garage, Jeremy May, Taylor's dad, arrived on scene. I asked Jeremy if he was willing to watch Taylor's children, blank and blank. Taylor stated that he was willing 100%. I explained I was going to be arresting Taylor and that I needed family to watch them. Jeremy and Leanne May volunteered to watch the kids. Vehicle damage. Dakota and I walked to his truck. Dakota stated Taylor slammed his passenger door shut multiple times, climbed onto the roof of his truck, jumped several times, and threw a wooden play set at his truck. That chick was nuts, bro. Nuts. I mean, mayhem. She could have killed somebody. Dakota pointed out a couple of scratches on the passenger side of his truck that were from Taylor. Dakota did not know the value of the damage. Instead, he would look at the truck. Where am I at? He would look at the truck more in the daylight. The damage to the vehicle is estimated to be approximately $150. This is based on a Google search of minor scratch/chip repair of a vehicle. Wow. Ooh. He had an agreement to stay away from alcohol as he's a recovering addict. Damn, that's fucked up. So she over here plastered and he's a recovering addict. Really bad mix. He told police Paul is struggling with personal. So we got all this already. Okay. I documented injuries. I documented the injuries on both parties. On Taylor, I only observed a scratch on one of her hands. Taylor did complain to Officer Fell saying that her hand hurt. I asked Taylor if she needed paramedics to come do an assessment. Taylor declined a medical response. On Dakota, I observed redness and swelling around his eyes. Wow. Dakota stated he felt pain on and around his elbow and had minor swelling. I observed scratches on his fingers. I observed a minor laceration on his neck. Dakota stated it was from Taylor, but he didn't know when it happened exactly. Dakota later stated his eyes were showing signs of bruising. Dakota uploaded injury photos to evidence.com using a citizen link. What the fuck? I didn't even know that was a thing. What? Evidence.com? Do I need to have that like bookmarked and shit in case some shit happens? Evidence.com. What's that? Oh, that's just the agency website. Okay. They had them uploaded. Okay. Cops reported seeing injuries on both Paul and Mortensen, but determined she was the primary aggressor. Based on the statements and evidence available in the case, I identified Taylor as the primary aggressor. We could have done a whole live stream just on this. I identified Taylor as the primary aggressor. Taylor also admitted to throwing both the wooden playset and the metal chairs at Dakota. So she admitted it. Taylor justified her actions, saying it was in reaction to getting pushed by Dakota. I arrested Taylor Frankie Paul for several DV-related charges and placed her into handcuffs. I double-locked them. Damn, double-locked that shit. I escorted Taylor into my patrol vehicle, secured her in the cage, damn, and fastened her seatbelt without incident. Taylor was upset that I was arresting her instead of Dakota. Taylor stated she peed her pants because she was scared. I explained to Taylor that I identified her as the primary aggressor of the incident because he was trying to leave, but she kept engaging with him. While at the jail, Taylor was compliant. Taylor did have to go to the bathroom while in jail. Wow, I thought you peed yourself. Myself and a jail deputy helped facilitate her to use the bathroom without incident. My body cam continued recording the entire contact. After I arrested Taylor for her charges, Officer Felsing met with Jeremy and Leanne, who both agreed to take the children for the evening. Taylor was okay with the kids going with her parents. Leanne gave me a contact phone number. Booking charges for Taylor Frankie: assault, misdemeanor B; criminal mischief, misdemeanor B; domestic violence in the presence of a child, misdemeanor B. She also got other stuff. Referred charges. Following Taylor's booking, I watched the cell phone footage from Dakota on a computer screen. After watching the video in its entirety, I found that the above assault charge that I booked Taylor on needs to be enhanced to aggravated assault, class A misdemeanor, due to the. That's why it's important. I mean, I don't know. In certain situations, if you're getting attacked and somebody sees a recording, they might try to destroy the device. But it's a good thing this guy did that. So, so he enhanced to an aggravated assault, class A misdemeanor, due to multiple metal frame chairs being used. That crazy, bro. During the assault later in the video, the enhancement makes the case appropriate for a third district court instead of Harriman Justice Court, unless otherwise determined by the courts. Taylor threw the first metal chair at Dakota, which hit him in the arm and hand. After the throw, I observed Taylor raise her arms up in a taunting manner. Dakota yelled, "Your daughter is right here." So this chick got no regard. Her kids are right there. That's how you know that when somebody can do that shit in front of their kids, you are a danger. Yo, I don't give a fuck what issues you got going on. You just can't be around your kid then until whatever fucking meds and therapy and evaluations and all that stuff. That's crazy. Wow. So your daughter's right here. Taylor did not stop assaulting Dakota and proceeded to throw a second chair and swing a third metal chair at Dakota twice in a baseball style motion. The chair hit Dakota's arms. Wow, dude. I mean, it's really, really, I don't know, poor guy. I mean, in that case, you could say you're fighting for your life, man. I mean, you might have to get dropped, honestly. But it is a scary thing. But in that case, you're like a threat to the kids, to the guy. That you could kill somebody. You could kill a child. According to Dakota, after the chair hit his arms, the chair hit the child in the head. Immediately after watching Dakota's arms get hit on video, I watched the chair's momentum continue in the direction of the nearby couch. Blank was laying on the couch. I heard Blank begin crying immediately, which is consistent with Dakota's account of the child being hit by the chair. The assault continued off screen while Dakota yelled, "Stop throwing stuff at me and stop screaming at me." Blank was crying in the background. I heard Dakota yell, "Your daughter just got hit in the head with a metal chair. Taylor responded, because of you." Wow. So this nut job is deflecting and blaming him for her throwing this damn chair and hitting the child. That's crazy. I lost my place for a second. Okay. So Taylor responded, "Because of you." Dakota yelled back, "No, you. Go and help your daughter now. Help your daughter, Taylor. Help your daughter, Taylor." It sounded like Dakota tried to check on the child by asking, "Are you okay?" Cries, "No." The arguing continued until I rang the doorbell. Both answered the door. So shit could have got even worse. It's because these cops showed up that she had to stop, I guess. Taylor hit Dakota at the front door. Wow. Based on the additional findings post-arrest, post-screen this case in the third district court, along with the following charges against Taylor Frankie Paul: assault felony, criminal mischief, misdemeanor B, domestic violence in the presence of a child, misdemeanor B, reckless child abuse, misdemeanor B. I'm glad they upgraded all that shit. Taylor intentionally threw multiple items of property, including metal chairs, at Dakota. Further, Taylor used the metal chairs as a dangerous weapon against Dakota. Dakota stated in his interview that he started to fear for his life because the chairs were so heavy. Based on the video footage, I saw Taylor throw the metal chairs at a high rate of speed. A dangerous weapon, which is defined by Utah code as an object that in the manner of its use or intended use is capable of causing death, like I said, or serious bodily injury. The heavy metal chair could have caused serious bodily injury in the manner that Taylor used them when she threw and swung them at Dakota. This enhances the simple assault charge to aggravated assault. Dakota stated that his truck was damaged by Taylor when she threw multiple items at it, including a wooden chair. or a wooden child playset constituting criminal mischief. Let's see if I can. Okay. Further, Taylor's daughter was present for the DV altercation. Last, recklessly inflicted physical injury upon child when swung the metal chair. It's kind of hard to read this bottom part. The metal chair, Dakota in arms, and the child on the head. Bro. I observed cases of roses on the ground by the kitchen island, he added. Morrison said all of this violence took place in front of Indy. Ocean was upstairs. Okay, he told police he feared for his life. Bro, this shit. Hi, guys. I'm good now. I'm getting therapy. Holy shit. All this stuff we covered already. She added that when Dakota sees I'm being arrested, he's not going to agree with it. Wow. What in the heezy? Now, hold on. I might have to clip all this stuff from a live stream and just post the video for the people that missed it. No. Wait, hold on. What? He stayed with her? No. Lord almighty. Mormon influencer Taylor Frankie Paul reunites with her boyfriend? Say it ain't so. We're going to get through this together. Jesus Christ. You know what? I want to have kids with her. I see a future. Let me see. Holy fuck. How long is this shit gonna keep twisting and turning? What the hell? It's all forgotten. Soft swinging. I love how they do that now. Her title now. Soft swinging Mormon influencer Taylor Frankie Paul puts on a very romantic display with her boyfriend in new TikToks just 1 month after she was arrested for domestic violence when she threw a chair at him and hit her child. Wow. So we know about this. She got 4 million followers. Now it appears that Dakota, who had previously told Daily Mail that his girlfriend would never hurt anyone intentionally, and Taylor have gotten back together after they posted multiple loved up videos on TikTok. Oh, God. Well, I mean, you could say this is love, right? This is love and stuff, right? Oh. Reunited and it feels so good. Well, maybe she turned her life around. Maybe she got on her meds. Maybe she's getting therapy and shit, right? Maybe she got and Laura says, and she still has her kids. Soft swinging therapy. Soft swing therapy. And if she has her kids, damn, these people be losing their kids for a whole lot less. You could chuck a chair at a child and you just, all right, yeah, no, it's all good. Wow, no. What is this? Wow, living the life.
What did it say? Look at that spin. Ooh.
While Taylor is brushing her hair, I get his pre-workout
Ooh,
drinks.
okay. All right, thanks. Okay, all right, thanks. So I'm being told she never had custody of her kids. I guess they were there for a visit, weekend visit. They should have taken those. She shouldn't get any more visits.
Hold, please. Cups. I do a good, decent amount in there. Taylor does a little bit less usually. Just kidding. I'm gonna give her a full scoop. Really tweak her out.
Pre-workout.
Yeah. Heart attack worthy right there.
Damn, so I guess it's like back to life like it's normal and shit.
My dumb ass will end up drinking hers on accident. I'll be like, here you go. I'm not that dumb. Well,
Look how freaking hot you look.
Do I look like that?
Yeah, you look pretty.
Do I? I don't look like that. Look at that. Trader Joe's.
The mini basket.
Yeah, go get the mini basket. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, let's take that one. Come on. These right here, money, right?
Should we take like 3?
Yeah. At least 2.
We only come for healthy things at Trader Joe's.
Takis, ice cream, and then we do have rice.
Jasmine rice, cheese, ice cream, you already know, fried rice.
Catwoman tagged me on Twitter. She goes, Dakota is still with that nut Taylor, and for some reason she hasn't lost custody of her kids. I was told she doesn't have custody, but I don't know. We're gonna need to get some clarification. Maybe we need to follow this case. This shit's fucking bizarre.
More ice cream, sriracha sauce.
And that is a wrap on today. We will be back again soon.
Oh. Wow. So, and did she plead not guilty? Is that what they're saying? Hold on, let me try to see that. How does she plead? I mean, so she returned to TikTok. Returns to TikTok after arrest. Let's see. Pleads not guilty. Amazing. And so he's probably going to be there in court defending her and shit. And maybe since she only got, I guess if it's true she doesn't have custody, maybe she's like, fuck it with the kids, like whatever. I guess you don't got custody, chucking chairs and shit. I mean, so, and what is it, how is she not going to plead not guilty? And if she gets arrested and she does time, I mean, she got arrested already, but I'm saying if she gets found guilty, is he going to stand by her while she's locked up for the couple of years or whatever? If she does, wow, Mamma mia, Dios míos. Capturing the clip Saturday morning with my girlfriend and a morning with us, the newly reunited couple documented their weekend together. Both of their posts featured footage of the couple in bed, brushing their teeth and working out and grocery shopping at Trader Joe's. Throughout the video, which racked up 1.8 million views. I guess any what do they say? Any publicity is good publicity, whatever they say. You would think allegedly attacking a child, which I don't even know if I have to say allegedly, if the cops, well, he saw it in the direction the child's crying, so it sounds like that's what happened. Wouldn't garner attention, but maybe people want to see. Taylor and Dakota show off their united front as they kiss and walk hand in hand. They also reveal that the two were looking for houses together. Ooh. And a follow-up. So they're just going about life like normal. And a follow-up video that showed the lovebirds getting ready to go to church. Damn, they're still Mormons too? Dakota addressed the hate comments surrounding his relationship with Taylor. So he's standing by his woman. He revealed that he's still with Taylor. And even responded to a comment that questioned what he saw in the soft swinging Mormon. I really have no idea what you see in her, said one social media user. However, Dakota was quick to come to Taylor's defense. While reading the comment, he spun his girlfriend around and boasted about her stunning looks. Oh, shit. It appears now that Dakota, who had previously told Daily Mail that his girlfriend would never hurt anyone intentionally until they've gotten back together. So they're back. Traumatize those kids. Damn. And while her beau stood by her side, viewers were less than impressed with her relationship. Many viewers claimed that both him and Taylor were red flags. Red flag, and called their relationship toxic, while adding that the mom of two should be working on herself for her babies. Okay. She spent 9 hours in custody in February before she was released. Okay. People thinking I'm still with Taylor. Probably because I am. So they even taunting the shit. Damn. Anyway, I guess they're getting those views. Wow. I can't recap. I've already this was so much. I think you should just rewind because the DVR thing is on, and you should watch from the beginning. You should watch the video and everything else. Sorry, but yeah, definitely rewind and check it out because it's a lot of stuff. I've actually been over way longer than I expected today. It's 12. It's 12 in the morning. Wow, Mamma Mia, yo. And for most people, this would be like something devastating, life destroying. For her, it's like, oh, living my best life. Ain't outside of none of you. Living my best life. I'm not outside of you. Living my best life. Wow. If catching feelings while swinging becomes illegal. Oof. She taunting the shit too. Wow. Well, hopefully this guy, he's happy. However, Taylor suffered an ectopic pregnancy and lost her child. Plus, the child she and Dakota were planning to have together. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. This guy really balls in. While the friend group had allegedly decided to swap partners, they agreed to not go all the way, something known as soft swinging, and said that they would only mess around when they were together. Yeah, I've heard of shit like that, but that shit, man, these people be doing all kinds of shit, bro. But Taylor revealed at the time that she had stepped out of that agreement and started to fall. Oh, so she fell for one of the partners too, which ultimately ended her marriage. Dang. I wonder if after the divorce, if that guy's still like soft swinging or he's done with that shit now. However, 7 weeks after learning that she was pregnant, Taylor suffered an ectopic pregnancy. She was told that her HCG levels rising too slow and she had an ectopic pregnancy. It occurs when a fertilized egg grows outside of the uterus. They occur in a fallopian tube more than 90% of the time, but they can also implant in the abdomen, cervix, ovary, and cesarean scar. Ectopic pregnancies are not viable and need to be terminated as they can become life-threatening. All right, I've had enough of this Taylor shit. Yeah. Oh, she got shared custody of her children. Jesus Christ, CPS is really just fucking. Oh, I'll do that. So over here says, "Hey, I got it." Ooh, I don't know if she still has custody or shared custody. I got this. Hey! Wow. Living my best life. I'm none of you. The whirlwind romance lasted 6 months before they split up after the pregnancy, but their separation didn't last long. On January 14, they appeared together in a short TikTok video called Guess We Don't Know Any Better. Dakota said he thinks the arrest was a rock bottom for Taylor and she'll only get stronger from it. She needs help. She hasn't had time to process the ending of her marriage. Okay, well, good luck, homeboy. Yo, anyway, man, I had a good time with you guys tonight. I'm gonna get off and get some sleep. It's actually way later than I intended. I'll follow up. Let's follow up with this thing. If there's gonna be some sort of hearing, if I don't know if it's possible to stream. Ooh, I got sent the link. Oh shit! I don't know if it's public. Well, I mean, it's not obviously yet, but ooh, we'll have to find out about this shit. I want to see this chick in court, and he's gonna be standing there next to her. I support you, babe. Ride or die. Maybe that's love. Maybe I got the whole thing messed up. I don't understand. You gotta be by your person's side. Maybe that's real love. Through thick and thin. Anyway, Yeah, I love you guys. Take care. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Definitely feel better about myself.